Hello, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome, very welcome. Amjad Masad, lowering the barrier to human potential. Most success stories begin with resources. This one begins with constraints. Amjad Masad didn't grow up surrounded by Silicon Valley, venture capital, or elite networks. He grew up in Jordan, where access to advanced technology was limited, but curiosity was not. What he had was not privilege. What he had was patience. Patience to learn slowly, patience to struggle quietly, patience to believe that understanding matters more than speed. This is not a story about coding, it's a story about access and why lowering barriers can change lives. Curiosity as a discipline. As a young learner, Amjad taught himself programming, not through perfect tools, not through polished environments, but through trial, errors, and persistence. He didn't see computers as machines, he saw them as teachers. They responded honestly. If something didn't work, it wasn't personal, it was feedback that shaped his mindset early. Learning is not about talent, it's about reducing friction between efforts and understanding. And that insight stayed with him. The hidden problem nobody talks about. When people talk about learning to code, they often focus on difficulty. Amjad saw a deeper issue. The real problem wasn't complexity, it was starting. Installations, configurations, errors before progress. For many people, the journey ended before it began. Not because they lacked intelligence, but because the system silently told them this isn't for you. That message bothered him. An idea rooted in empathy. Replit wasn't built to impress experts, it was built to invite beginners. The idea was radical in its simplicity. Open a browser, write code, learn by doing. No setup, no gatekeeping, no intimidation. Replit didn't remove the challenge of thinking, it removed the fear of entry. And that difference matters more than most people realize. Building for the unseen user. Many products are built for power users. Replit was built for the person who says, I'm not technical enough, or I don't know where to start, or I have always wanted to build something. Amjad believed that talent is evenly distributed, but opportunity is not. So instead of optimizing for perfection, Replit optimized for possibility. That decision shaped everything. When artificial intelligence entered software development, Replit evolved again. But the philosophy stayed grounded. AI wasn't there to replace thinking, it was there to support learning, to explain errors, to accelerate experiments, to reduce hesitation. For beginners, AI lowered anxiety. For builders, it increased momentum. The tool didn't say, "You are done." It said, "Try this next." That distinction is important. The quiet courage of long term thinking. Replit didn't grow by chasing trends, it grew up by staying committed to a principle: make creation accessible. That meant difficult trade offs, technical challenges, skepticism, competition. But Amjad understood something many founders miss. Short them Short term wins are loud. Long term alignment is quiet but powerful. He chose the quiet path. What this means for ordinary people. So, what does this story mean for someone listening today? It means you don't need perfect tools to begin. You don't need permission to learn. You don't need to wait until you feel ready. Amjad's journey reminds us that progress often begins with removing small frictions. One less excuse, one easier step, one safer place to try. That's how confidence grows. Through action, not motivation. A bigger lesson about life. Replit is not just a coding platform, it's a philosophy, a belief that learning should feel approachable. Tools should empower, not intimidate, and progress should be inclusive. Amjad Masad didn't build something flashy, he built something enabling, and enabling others is one of the highest forms of impact. In a world increasingly shaped by technology, the most important question is not how fast can we build, it is who gets to build. Amjad Masad's work reminds us that the future doesn't belong only to experts, insiders, or the confident. It belongs to the curious, the patient, and the people who are given a chance to start. Sometimes changing the world doesn't require genius, it requires removing one barrier so someone else can discover their own. Thank you very much. Hello, thank you very much. All the best. God bless you.